tools you can use to help manage your Twitter feed. So your time is valuable. Your day is probably already packed to the gills balancing work, meetings, and your life outside work. And now you're thinking you want to add one more thing by jumping into social media? You're probably thinking, will you even have time, and how will you fit it all in? On top of that, everyone always says you need to be consistent and post frequently to be successful. Twice a day even. But how can you fit it in as well as post consistently around the same time every day with good content? That's where scheduled posting can come in. Hootsuite and TweetDeck are services that allow you to monitor, manage, and schedule your social media activity in advance. But there's some pros and cons. Some pros. Tweets can be scheduled in advance, as far in advance as you want and as many as you want. So important messages and updates aren't forgotten. And these can be, for example, the last few hours of a discount special, right before it runs out, or speakers who want to send a countdown to their upcoming webinar. Another great thing, if you want to share a lot of great information such as articles or links about a topic, and you have a lot of them, you can spread them out over time so you don't overwhelm your readers. Now some cons. If you schedule tweets to post while you're not online or away from the computer, you may miss the chance to interact with any feedback that you may get, whether people have a quick question about what you've posted, or they want to make a comment and thank you for the post. You may miss that chance to interact with them. But you can schedule your tweets. You can do this with both Hootsuite and TweetDeck. This is an example of Hootsuite. I've gone in and scheduled 4 days in advance, 1 tweet per day. I can always jump on Twitter and send out a new tweet or interact with anyone who has replied back or has a question. But I know at a minimum I'm going to have 1 tweet per day going out over these 4 days. You can also use Hootsuite and TweetDeck to both monitor your feed. This is an example of TweetDeck. You can see on the page layout on the far left, I have the timeline. This is all of the Twitter followers that I follow and all of their tweets. To the right of that are any interactions, anyone who's started following us. To the right of that are anyone who has mentioned us on Twitter, either retweeted us or mentioned us in a tweet. And then on the far right are any direct messages that we've received between Twitter users, between us and them. But some things to keep in mind. Automation is useful, but your feed still needs to be monitored. And it will never replace conversation. Remember, social media is a conversation. You need to converse with your followers instead of just blasting information at them. When it's mixed with maintenance and conversation, it can be a very powerful tool for sharing great content that's carefully created, but it's important to keep it human and real. These tools are meant to supplement and enhance your social media experience. They're not meant to replace the most important part of social media, which is engaging with your followers on a regular basis.